This, friends, is the MSR Simmerlite white gas stove.
This should drive some of these bugs away.
In my opinion, it's one of the greatest and most packable liquid fuel stoves that's ever been made.
I reckon.
Case in point, as you can see here, when folded away, the stove easily fits inside my 1 liter aluminum cook pot and sets up in just a couple short minutes. The MSR Simmerlite is a nice little unit for 1 to 3 people, especially in wintertime when you're having to rely on melting snow for drinking water. Though canister stoves are probably the most commonly used type of backpacking stove, as the ambient temperature decreases, they become less and less reliable, as the fuel species usually found in canisters don't vaporize as readily at colder temperatures. This is why white gas stoves, as they're generally known by in North America, are often a better choice when it's cold out, particularly as the temperature gets much below freezing. With a little practice, you'll have no issue getting one of these types of stoves to burn, no matter the season. I find that the Simmerlite works best in tandem with the stove board, which serves to help keep everything in place. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of fit-for-purpose stove board options available on the market, so I made one myself. Make sure to check out that video in the link seen here.
They use these more in the mountains, and that
Yeah,
makes
it's a
it
mountain
more
thing.
efficient. Because I've noticed with the gas, man, the colder it gets, the less efficient they are.
Yeah, much below freezing and they stop functioning entirely. They just don't, they won't vaporize. It's a bit of a trick getting used to using these.
So you have to turn it back up again.
Yep, you gotta prime it.
So when do you turn it back on?
So this, it's a bit of a trick. Like, this process heats up the fuel in the generator, vaporizes it, because it's only going to burn properly if it's vaporized. And then once it's primed, you turn the fuel on and then it'll have a blue flame. If you do it wrong, it'll be a raging fireball, but that's just a bit of a learning curve.
Yeah.
It's still a bit cold. There you go. That just requires a bit more pressure. So in my opinion, this is like one of the best white gas stoves that's ever been made. MSR.
Oh yeah.
Now, in fairness, the stove isn't perfect. It doesn't prime quite as well as, say, the MSR Whisperlite, and doesn't have as much heat output as, say, the MSR XKGEX, but it's a lot quieter than either of those models and lighter weight as well. Sadly, MSR discontinued the Simmerlite a few years back. So, if you manage to get your hands on one, I recommend you scoop it up immediately. I managed to find this little gem secondhand, and I don't intend to part with it anytime soon. Thanks for watching.